Good morning, this is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing a nice morning out there this morning, seeing temperatures climbing into the upper 40s at the moment with a light westerly wind. Seeing just mainly high clouds around, so plenty of sun with some partly cloudy conditions. If you take a look at the current surface analysis, we have high pressure in control over much of the eastern part of the country. That's keeping things quiet and seasonable. We'll have an area of low pressure kind of come together over the northern part of the country and track off to the northeast. That will bring a cold front into our area as we get late into the evening Friday, as well as into the overnight and early Saturday morning, bringing some showers into our local area. If you take a look at the upper level winds, we have some northwesterly to northwesterly winds as we go up through the column, around 25 to 35 knots below 10,000 feet, increasing to 45 to 55 knots as we go above 10,000 feet, seeing our peak wind of 55 knots at 25,000 feet. The freezing level is at 4,400 feet. If you take a look at the current visible satellite, we can see mainly just high clouds out in the area streaming through, and starting to see some of those thin out a bit as they come into the local area, but otherwise a light breeze across the area with temperatures in the 40s. If you look at the short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out as we go through the day today, expecting dry and nice seasonable conditions as we go through the day. Should see good conditions for this evening's Rocket Lab launch attempt. And as we go into the evening hours, we'll start to see some increase in the high clouds ahead of the next system pushing into the area. We'll see the winds more south-southwesterly going into the day on Friday, and we'll see some breezy conditions moving into the area as we go through the day Friday. That will bring some warmer temperatures, so we're expecting a warm day for our Friday, but we'll see things on the breezy to possibly windy at times as this cold front approaches the area. We'll have a slight chance of a few isolated showers out ahead of the main line of showers late in the day and into the early part of the evening Friday, but just a slight chance at the moment. A bulk of that precip should come through just ahead of the front as we go into overnight and early morning hours on Saturday, where we'll likely see some showers pushing through, and then as that front continues to push through, we'll see winds shifting out of the northwest, and those showers will start to be pushed off the coast. If we zoom out and take a look at the longer-term forecast, we'll see that front continue to push through the area, keeping those showers out of the area, and behind it we'll see high pressure building in with some cooler air moving into the area for the end of the weekend and beginning of next week. High pressure remains in control for the beginning of next week, and models still indicating this little disturbance developing off the southeast coast. Some better agreement with that disturbance staying off the coast for the most part, with high pressure mainly in control. We'll see that high pressure break down a bit as this low passes off to the east. Just a very slight chance of maybe seeing a shower in the area on Wednesday. That's the way things are looking right now. Then high pressure builds back in for the second part of the week, and another low pressure system develops off to the west, potentially bringing a boundary back through the area later in the week. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions across the board today. We'll see temperatures seasonable, rising up to around 56 degrees this afternoon. We'll see westerly winds becoming southwesterly at 8 to 13 knots. Could see peak winds up around 18 knots for the afternoon. Then we'll see them not as gusty as we go into the evening, staying out of the south to south-southwest through the evening hours and becoming fairly light, and then we'll see them start to pick up as we get into the beginning of the day on Friday. And we'll see our low around 43 degrees, so a fairly mild evening for this time of year. Otherwise, just a mix of high clouds around the area as we go through the day today, and we'll see an increase in those high clouds as we get into the morning hours on Friday. Tides are running normal at the moment. Looking at next couple days, Friday, expecting to start off mostly cloudy, and then we'll see a gradual increase in clouds becoming overcast. We'll see a mild day with a high around 65 degrees, and we will see breezy conditions, so we are red for those winds at or above 25 knots, so a good chance we'll see a wind advisory tomorrow. Otherwise, just a slight chance of an isolated shower late in the time period here, so we do have that yellow risk for precip as well. As we go into Friday evening, we'll see cloudy conditions with rain showers likely, so we do have that red risk for precip. We'll also see breezy to slightly breezy conditions continue with a mild evening overall with a low around 42 degrees. So we do have that yellow risk for those elevated winds, as well as a yellow risk for those reduced ceilings with those showers. So we go into Saturday, we should see things clear up. We'll see mostly cloudy in the morning. Very slight chance of a lingering light rain shower early. But as we go through the day, we'll see clearing in the clouds becoming partly cloudy. We'll see a slight breeze early, and then that should start to diminish going through the day as well. So a high of 51 expected for our Saturday, and green conditions for our weather risk. If we look at the extended forecast, as we go into Sunday, we'll see a cooler day with a high around 46 degrees, but overall partly cloudy with just a slight breeze. And going into our Monday, expecting partly to mostly cloudy conditions, with starting off with a low around 28 degrees and peaking out around 48 degrees for our high. As we go into Tuesday, we'll see a fairly seasonable day for Tuesday with partly to mostly cloudy conditions, starting off around 33 degrees in the morning and climbing to 51 for the afternoon. As we go into Wednesday, just a 10% chance of precip, not looking likely with that disturbance staying well off the coast, but still far enough out with some uncertainty there. But overall, mostly cloudy with some clouds building in from that system, otherwise slightly breezy. And we'll see a high around 54 degrees and a low Wednesday morning around 38 degrees. Well, that will wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.